We are live. Gayle, we are live. Can you believe this?
Live.
Live. Like
Look.
people are watching us, maybe. I don't know who the hell would watch me. You're cool. I don't know. So I've known Gayle for a long time. All right. We're gonna hang out for a second and just talk and shoot the S because we don't want to wait for a couple people to pop on here. I've known Gayle for a long time, and here's what can I talk about this for 1 second? Gayle has been busting her ass. Like, this isn't what we're talking about, but busting her ass, exercise, eating right, sleeping right, everything, and the transformation that I have seen within what you have. It's awesome, and like the smile on her face. I'm so proud of you.
Well, Aaron, I'm proud of myself for one reason, because for 57 years, I did not take care of myself and I didn't pay attention to what I ate. And my body became inflamed. I was getting old. Of course, I'm a grandma. I have 9 grandchildren. It's okay to be a grandma. No, I had so much more desire to live life more fully. So it's been a 3-year journey. I'm in my 4th year of starting with eating right. And then last year, it was during COVID, I didn't exercise. I thought I could do everything without exercising. And then I met Coach Steve Trezek and in actually a real estate group. And so I met him and I knew he was a fitness trainer. And when COVID happened and the gym shut down, he started to talk about, hey, I'm going to do this program. We're going to meet on Zoom. It's called 30-minute body weight workout. You call it, we do it. And that was March 23rd, like right as COVID was really taking hold last year. And I just showed up. I knew 5 exercises. And within, I don't know, 2 or 3 weeks, because COVID didn't go away. Everybody thought that it was just going to okay, a couple weeks and we're going to be shut down. And it didn't go away. So, 3 weeks turned into 6 weeks, turned into 3 months. And I show up every Monday through Friday. I do 30-minute body weight workout with Coach Steve and the gang on Zoom. And I have to tell you, I got strong and lean. Most people put on the quarantine 15. I released 25 pounds from March 20th to December 20th.
It's awesome.
So but what is it? I was committed to showing up and doing the work. We're going to talk about showing up and doing the work.
Well, that's what I want to segue to, because people here are hanging out now. Okay. So time over task over time is what it comes down to. Anything you do in your life, it's time over task over time. And what I think is amazing is that exercise and that commitment is just an extension of the businesses that Gayle has run and created and been extremely successful with. And that's why I brought her here, because I'm in process of becoming a relationship-minded person. It's something that I'm working on. We all know my struggles with it. Gayle and I have had these conversations. Yet what she's done is she's really built some amazing things. Gayle, are you frozen? Or am I frozen? Let's see. Uh-oh. Hold on. Technical difficulties. We're having technical difficulties, people. I'm just going to sit here and talk about myself now for a while. My name is Aaron. I am a Gemini. I enjoy long walks on the beach, and I'm kind of good at lead generation. So, Gayle, where'd you go? Are you here?
Come back.
Oh, we can hear you. We can hear you. Oh, this is going to be bad blooper style right here.
Are we live?
I can see you, but I cannot hear you. Now we got a bunch of people
connecting.
Okay. She's pixelated. She still looks wonderful, even though she's pixelated. And she's here. We all see you. This is going to be the Aaron happy show right now. Okay, so rather than have dead air, let's see. We got a spinning circle now. This is beautiful, fun stuff. And we lost her. All right, guys. So, and she's calling. I think she's back. Oh my God, I'm trying to entertain everybody here. This is not fun. We're experiencing technical difficulties. Okay, hold on 1 second. Let me check something here. Everybody doing well? Okay, guys, do me a favor. Write some stuff in the comments over there as we get Gayle back. Talk to me so I can answer any questions. Any questions that you may have. I don't care what they are whatsoever. Talk to me, people. Talk to me, talk to me, talk to me. All right, let's see here. Get her up and running. I'm just resending a link out. Bear with me. Okay. All right, let's see. I think she's back. Let's see. Third time's a charm. Third time's Are you with me?
I'm here.
All right, I can hear you.
Okay.
It's not exactly jiving with your mouth, but I can hear your voice.
Well, maybe I should go like this.
That's
Swing my
absolutely perfect. Absolutely perfect. And I'm sure we'll kick in here eventually. So I had to do a dance. I danced a jig for everybody to watch, which was not glorious at all. So where were we? Time over task over time. So Gayle, can you share a little bit with me about your business and your journey?
Became a realtor in 2004 after a stay-at-home career, 25 years of taking care of other people's children in my home. And at the age of 44, I wanted to do something different. My husband encouraged me to get my real estate license. So I got my real estate license and I really dove into education. So for 3.5 years, ABR, CRS, GRI, ePro, got my broker license, closing deals, connecting with people. And that was my real estate start. Then I found referral business happened fairly easy. My husband joined me in business in 2006. And so we've been working together. We've been married almost 43 years and working together as realtors. We have 3 grown children and 9 grandchildren, and life is great. We've been running a 100% referral business for 10 years, Aaron, and there's real beauty in that. There's a relaxation way of doing business when people call you. I got a voicemail today from a gal. Hey, we just returned home from Michigan and now we're thinking of buying a condo that we can Airbnb, so when we come back to Michigan we can stay there. Hey, give me a call when you can have a chance to talk about it. That's how we do business.
So she's kind of like the antithesis of how I run my business, but how I want to run my business, because we've spoken at length about this for a long time. Um, and tell me if I'm wrong, Gayle, but I think part of the reason that I've never run a fully referral business is I'm scared of rejection by people that I do know.
Interesting. So, boy, we could have a
We
psychology.
dive into that one, right? Like I just set you up for a long shot on that one.
Well, what causes that fear of rejection? Because Aaron, do you do a great job for the clients that you serve?
I'm slightly above average, you know?
All right.
No, here's what I will say. Here's what I will say, and this is in early part of my New York real estate career, and I don't want to make this all about me. Is I was boom, 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 transactional, transactional, transactional. By the time that we sold that house and we were onto the transaction portion of, they didn't hear from me ever again. It didn't follow up ever again after that. Now I'm more in tune with hearing people like yourself speak, that I need to actually get more into that side of the business, and because I don't want to do the grind anymore. So let me ask you this. So someone like me, for example, or anyone, how do you get them out of that grind of a day to segue them into more of a relationship-based business?
Make a small commitment to do something every day that is relational. One small commitment. So, Aaron, what do you think you could do every day that would create the relationships, build the relationships that would solidify in the future that referral based business? The trust, you know, if people know who you are, they know what you do, they know how to find you, and they trust you. So, what are you doing every day to build trust in your relationships? And that we could go also into the whole
Yeah,
visibility, credibility. So, what can you do every day that it helps to build relationships?
I can reach out and talk to somebody.
Right. You can
I
connect on social media. You can engage. You can show up in their life. Like when you like their posts, you're showing up. When you comment, you're going a little deeper because dialogue is exchanged. Words, energy, and words are exchanged, and then you could take that to Hey, give me a call sometime, or hey, I'm going to give you a call because like let's talk about that. You see something on social media. So the engagement leads to conversations. Perhaps it might lead to sending a card. You see that, they're posting pictures of their new grandbaby, their new puppy, someone got engaged, um, family vacation. You see all these life events happening for your people, your relationships. And when you pause in your day and you reach out, you connect, you send a card, you show up in their mailbox, it's happy mail. It's not it's not prospecting, it's just being there for them, showing up for them. And you do that every day over time, it's the feeling people have towards you that makes all the difference.
It was funny. This makes me think of upstairs in my daughter's room. Um, I I have a picture, and it's like this big, like this size. It's me, my children, and my wife at my twins' third birthday. I want to say it was, and I'll never forget when I got that in the mail. I got that from guess who? I was looking at that like yesterday, and I'm like, but it's just it was such a like and this is where it comes like she, she just sent that totally out, like there's no rhyme or reason to send the damn thing at all, but it really made me smile, and the fact it's very rarely do I get stuff sent from people that are still sitting in my freaking kid's bedroom.
And how old are your twins now?
They're not going to be 6.
So 3 years ago?
We've had the thing sitting there for 3, and it's like it's prevalent. It's there. So thank you. I don't know if I ever thank you for that.
I've never heard you say that before. Okay, here's my point. When you send cards that are meaningful, that last in someone's house for 3 years, and no, they never tell you how much it means to them, just get over yourself because I did not send that to Aaron to get a response from Aaron. But now 3 years later, I'm getting a response, and that touches my heart. So thank you for sharing that with me.
You're welcome. No, it made me smile. I can't believe I didn't ever put 2 and 2 together until right now. Um, yeah. So, where the hell am I? I'm just thinking the pic. It's really nice. No, yeah, it's really nice. Thank you, by the way, again, because that made me smile.
Imagine that you did that every day to somebody. You just pull a picture off social media, and people go, "Oh, but how can you pull pictures of people's kids off? Like that creeps me out." I'm like, "Look, people, calm down, time out. I have a relationship with these people I'm sending cards to. Aaron, I didn't just pull your children's pictures off the internet without having a relationship with you
Yeah.
um, before I did that. That's the key. And I'm sending out to give. I send out to give, not to get something in return. But I know that the law of reciprocity is what you send out comes back to you. And
Yeah,
so practice over time. I've sent an average of 6 to 8 cards every day for 13 and a half years. So that's the compound effect.
my wife knows who you are, and she's never spoken with you before.
Does she like me?
Yeah, no, she's like, no, no, I'm serious. No, oh, your full picture's back. There you go. No, she's like that. What the hell she said? Because you don't send me stuff randomly, which is really nice. And she's like, it's that send out cards lady sending you stuff again. She seems very nice, and I'm like, she doesn't even know who. And my wife doesn't think anybody's nice. So that just goes to speak on what you're speaking on right here. It's just it's crazy. It's just the more I think about it, the more crazy it is in my mind.
So it's really just getting into the habit of um, being intentional. So
Right.
I have a transformation equation. You want to hear it?
Yes, please.
So all of you out there that are taking notes, write this down. R times C squared plus T is greater than S. R times C squared plus T is greater than S. So here's what that means, Aaron. It's R means responsibility, ownership, accountability. And we've all heard of be do have, right?
Yep.
Okay, so I want you to think of be responsible. Become the person that you desire to become so that you can have the results in the future that you desire to have. Aaron, do you desire to have a relationship-based business? Is it
Yes, I do.
okay? So who do you have? So here's a question: who do you have to become in order to have that in the future? Who do you have to become? So that's the accountability and ownership of who you have to become. And then the C's, the two C's, not going to be any surprise: commitment and consistency.
Right.
So commitment is also be committed. Be committed to what it is you're going to do, that you say you're going to do, and then do it. So if you say you're going to call 5 people every day, call 5 people every day. If you say you're going to send 3 cards every day, send 3 cards every day. If you say you're going to engage with 50 people on social media every day with a like or a comment, then do that, and then do it consistently. Figure out, and this is like, you can do business by other means, however you want to do. We're all committed. We're either committed to paying Zillow $1,000 a month or more for leads, or we're committed to connecting with human beings and seeing them for who they are, and sending cards and reaching out in kindness and acting responsibly with that. We, however we're committed, we're going to get the outcome. Just like health, I can be committed to eating a bag of potato chips every day, and I'm going to have the results of eating the bag of potato chips every day. Or I can be committed to doing a 30-minute body weight workout every day, and I'll have the results of my commitment to do that. So and consistency, doing it. So here's what I would say to people. People always say, well, yeah, but you got in when it was ground floor, or you got in. I'm like, think 4 years from now. Like, I don't like to, because I'll be like 64 years young. but when I think of where am I going to be in 4 years, I'm going to be somewhere in 4 years. So I can do the things each and every day for a week. Do it for a week, and then do it for 30 days, and then 60 days. You know, I've exercised 60 minutes a day for 289 days so far. 289 days in a row. But I started with day 1. So if you're going to send cards, if you're going to connect on social media, if you're going to make a commitment to be relational, then make that commitment, and then do it consistently. Someone in the comments said, "Well, I've sent cards for a year and a half, and I haven't gotten any leads." Well, I would like to know, well, what are you sending? Are you sending out to a farm? Are you sending out to your, like, what kind of cards are you sending? Are you asking for referrals, or are you celebrating people? There's, like, I had the biggest compliment early on, probably about 12 years ago, from a fellow colleague, Nancy. And I met her at her office, and she goes, "Gayle, I've gotten send out cards from lots of different people, but yours means something." So see, it doesn't matter if you can go to the store and buy a whole stack of note cards, sit down and start writing them out, and it's the words that you have that you put into the feelings. I got a handwritten note in the mail today, a card. It touched my heart. It made me cry because there was a little gift attached to it, and it was just really something special. But you can also get a happy birthday card, and imagine this, it's like just a happy birthday card, and then it says, "Love, Debbie and Mike." And it's like, oh. Or you can get a card with a picture of you and your husband out on the ice walk that you posted on Facebook, and it says, "I really love to see you guys out getting your exercise in and living life together. Love, John and Mary." Now, that's an impact. And here's a perfect example. I'm going to show you this. This is from a realtor in California. Her name's Bonnie. Bonnie Getz. She's in Ventura. You know why? Because her address is on here. She sent me this card 2 years ago. My grandson came to visit, and I said, "No, what's your favorite car?" And he says, "Grandma, I love Lamborghinis." I go, "Oh, well, I have a friend that has a Lamborghini, and if I can get an appointment with him, maybe we can go see the car." Well, not only did we see the car, but he got to ride in the car.
Oh, looks like we're having a little bit of a blip here. At least we have a Lamborghini sitting right next to me right now. There you go. Welcome back.
So here's my point. Now, if I, as a realtor in Michigan, ever have anybody move into Ventura, California, who do you think I'm going to call?
The Lamborghini lady.
I'm going to call Bonnie because of how she made me feel. And I still have this card of my grandson because it was meant something to me. Here's another one. We just bought a motorhome in September. And here's a picture of it. Me and Steve. Yep. My friend Helene, realtor out in Baltimore, sends me a card with a picture of my motorhome. Am I going to throw that away? Hex to the nah. You have a card sitting in your daughter's room from 3 years ago. That's what I try to impart to people is that's what building true relationships is all about. Showing up for them, texting, phone calls, social media. Aaron, have you done the 20-second videos on Messenger?
Can I say yes so you will leave me alone?
Okay. So again, my great friend Steve taught this to me when he introduced himself to me. And so I'm just going here. See, I'm in our Messenger, Aaron, and I'm going to click on the camera, and that brings up the camera, and I go,
Mm-hmm.
"Hey, Aaron, what a riot it is hanging out with you here in Lead Gen Scripts and Objections. Thank you for the opportunity to speak to this audience of people. I really appreciated the story you told me about your daughter and the card that's up in her room. Let's continue this again." And then look, boom. Hey, Aaron, what a riot it is hanging out with. See it? I'm going to send it to you. And now it's going to show up in Messenger. And so you get 20 seconds.
Okay.
How much impact does it make with when we have our voice, when we have our expression, and you show up in someone's inbox with a personal message instead of just like, "Hey, I was just thinking about you. How you doing?" It's like, "Hey, I'm thinking about you. I'm going on an ice walk outside today. It's really cold, but it's only cold if you're standing still. Thinking of you." And then you do that 15 to 20 times. How many messages can you send out in the course of 20 minutes? True. And connect with people on a personal level? They get you. So that's just a little tip that I didn't even have in my notes to share.
It's not even in the wheelhouse right there. We're just kind of we're going crazy today.
But so time on task over time. We talked about that. That's the T in this equation, the transformation equation. If you do it long enough, if you're committed, you're consistent, you're responsible, you're accountable, you take ownership to your actions, and you do it for a period of time. If I told you, Aaron, if you did this for 4 years without any results, but when you woke up on the first day of year 5 and all of a sudden your phone just starts ringing and it doesn't stop for the next 10 years, would you have the commitment within you to do what you needed to do, time on task over time, to get to that 4 years in the future? In life, things are hard. If you're out of shape, overweight, life can get hard. But guess what? Is it hard to get healthy? Heck yeah. I'm 3 years into this journey. Eating right is hard. Working out every day is hard. But you know what? When I need to go run up the driveway to check the mail, it's easier now. So you can choose to live the hard life, hard to get to easy, or you can live the easy life. Is it easier to just go drive through the drive-through versus planning your meal for the day? Is it easier just to maybe have a VA do relationship marketing versus you doing it yourself? Yeah. But then easy life turns to hard because 4 years from now, you're still in the same boat that you were because you didn't take the actions back over here. You haven't committed to it. So, and then success. It's greater than all of that formula is greater than the success that you have, because if you be and do, if you be responsible and accountable. You do the commitment. You be the commitment. You do the consistency, and you do the time on task over time. Success is waiting for you.
Yeah, I mean, no matter what, I think that Gayle has figured out something really, really nice, really, really special. I want to say, okay, what you're doing is special because it's lead generation, but it's different type of lead generation. You send out 5 cards. It's very basic, for what you do. But it's not doing it. It's how you do it. I think is the part that and I don't think I know is the part that you mastered, right? Like what to send to the right person at the right time to get to elicit the right response because you've done it so much.
It's because I'm becoming the person I want to be. I'm becoming the relational person. So then you can do things all the time. Think about that. Doing doesn't get you what you want. Doing things doesn't get you what you want all the time, because you have to become the right person at the right place at the right time to do the things that are going to get you the success that you want. So you have to decide who you want to become. Become that person through the daily activities and the connections that you make, so that you can have the business and the opportunities that come to you in the future. It really comes down to us being the best who we are. Like I use an analogy of flowers and bees, Aaron. I stand as a flower. What do flowers do? Flowers just blossom. They bloom. They are who they are. They become that vibrant. I have sunflower fields by me. So I become the sunflower. What happens when the sunflower opens up? The bees come, right? Are we attracting the bees to come and pollinate? So we put out this nectar, and the bees come. They're attracted to this nectar of who I am and what I have because of who I've become along the way. And now they like what they taste, and guess what? Now they go tell their friends. They're the pollinators. Be the flower. Be the best version of yourself that you can be. Be the flower. And we kind of talk about this on Clubhouse. People get to know who you are. And Aaron, you're the flower. People come to you. They're the bees. They're seeking out the information. And we're all bees and flowers. I'm a bee. I'm a bee, and when I'm going to learn something from somebody else. But if we become who we are meant to be the best version of ourselves, give the best version of ourselves away every day, you'll have that pollination coming to you, if that makes sense.
I know, I get it. No, it makes perfect sense. It's like what you give out to the world is what you expect to come back, right? And it's just. And by the way, if you guys like what you see, put a heart there. Like, put a heart and make a comment if you have anything you want to talk about. By the way, is that what I love about you, especially, is that you do like you're preaching, you're practicing what you preach. Number one, but you help so much. Like if I need you, I call you. You call me, and it's not like a day or two wait to get back to me. Like you'll call me right away, and that's when you have people in your life, people in general. You've got to be able to lean on people. So I appreciate that of you. Thank you very much. Just goes to show of people's character in general, and anybody that you're going to listen to that does anything, make sure they do what they preach. Make sure they do what they do. She does what she does, people. Okay. She's sending out 5 cards a day, every day for the last 72 years. Okay. And 4 years, she got nothing. And then 10 years after that, her phone hasn't stopped ringing, damn it. But I don't know. It's nice to see. And whenever you're here, you just always make me smile. So I thank you for that very much.
Well, and I appreciate you for wanting to become the person that has maybe what I have. And you have the ability. We all have the ability to have what we want. We just have to define what that is, and then we have to become the person that we need to become in order to have that. And send out cards for me it's been my prospecting. And you and I have talked send out cards. The question was, how are you using it and at what level?
Mhm.
I have I have campaigns that go out. I have heartfelt cards that go out. After we close on a house, 5 cards are scheduled to go out over the course of the next year with 3 gifts attached to them. They're personalized and they're done. It costs $80 per client to send those out. The heartfelt cards that go out are the ones that are just celebrating life events of people that I see, birthdays, holidays. And then we have client events outside of last year when COVID was
no client.
no client events. But I use send out cards in great application for all of that. So if we're talking marketing dollars, because I know people always say, well, what's your ROI on that?
Yeah.
And honestly, I sat down and figured it out. I spend about $5,000 to $6,000 a year sending cards and gifts. Now, I send an average of 8 cards a day. I sent over 2,200 cards last year, and I don't even know how many gifts because I don't keep track of that. But about $5,000 to $6,000 is what I spend in marketing between send out cards and our networking group that we belong to. 40% of our referrals come from that networking group. And we put 28 homes under contract in 2020 during the COVID year. 17 sellers, 11 buyers. 4 of them were both sellers and buyers. And, my husband and I took a road trip out west in April. We were gone 30 days. We're able to do business. And I think we learned through COVID that we can do business a different way. The key is the relationships know who you are, they know where to find you, and when they're ready to make that move, they know how to get a hold of you to help them through that situation. So I don't know, Aaron, multiple 6 figures of income a year with 28 homes under contract for $5,000 to $6,000 a year in marketing expense. I don't know what other people spend because this is all I've ever done.
I don't know any better. So I mean, here's what I'll say is that what she's doing, the ROI is crazy high. We all know this, right? I think it makes sense. And it's just when you can do something like that and affect people in a particular way, they're going to remember you. It's that simple. All right. Like I said, for those of you guys that weren't here a little bit ago, she sent me on a card, big card, big card, like one of the ones that costs like $40. Okay, maybe less. I don't know. But I sent my daughter's from 3 years later. And here's what I love: no matter what, whether it's real estate, whether it's COVID, whether it's send out cards, it doesn't matter. Gayle has the ability to leave a lasting impact on people, no matter with what she does. And I think that's the intangible that comes down to something like that, because she's had so much practice, and there's so much practice there, and there's so much practice and practice and practice. Because it's the one thing I'll also say here, it's hard to be a nice person. It's easy, like you said, it's easy to be a not so nice person. And the question is what you want to do to be able to be the person you want to become. And she's become that person. And it's a pleasure for me to kind of hang out with these people. What else? What do you want to tally on here, Gayle? I mean, I could rant about how awesome you are for the next 13 hours. So any long lasting impressions you want to give?
Just ask yourself, what do you want out of life? What is it that you want your business to look like in 5 years from now? And then who do you have to become now to be that person 5 years from now?
Because yeah, I was going to say something more profound, but there's nothing more profound from that. So, Gayle, thank you so much. Side note: anybody wants to know about send out cards, send her a message, send me a message. I'll hook you up with her. And Gayle, thank you as always. This is awesome. We need to do a follow up. Me 15 pounds lighter in about 30 days. Okay.
Okay.
All right, everybody. Have an amazing day. Go make some money. Okay. Later.